where we might get kicked out of the show. Anybody looking? What's up, everybody? My name is Elliott, but you can call me the Motory Notary. And I have sleepy eyes because it's early in the morning and it's on the weekend. But as you can see behind me, I have a special opportunity to drive a special car to a fun event. And I'm joined with special guest, 100% Jake. In the flesh.
How did I get here? Hi.
Anyway, today we have Tyler Hoover's famous Apollo 911. If you don't know this car, you should, because it's been very internet famous for a very long time now. And under the hood in the back of the car is not the traditional flat six that normally powers the 911. It is a Corvette LS1. So we're gonna take this car to an all Porsche event, supposedly the largest gathering of Porsches in Kansas history. And we're gonna show up in a non-purist Porsche and just kind of see what people think. I think it could be fun.
I'm excited.
Let's get this thing out on the road and then go mess with some Porsche people.
This is actually kind of an interesting situation for me because this is the car that actually, this is how I
got into Hoovie's garage.
Yeah, I knew who Hoovie was. And he posted about, hey, look at this $7,000 Porsche 911 I got. And I was like, whoa, you can get exotic cars that cheap? That's the coolest. Like with every evolution, I've just been like, this is the best car. Because, you know, I'm a sucker for a red interior.
Oh, yeah.
So already this thing is an excellent spec.
So what's it like to drive a 911 with a V8 in the back? Well,
I don't know. I'm over here.
Well, I mean, first of all, it's plenty quick. And that's not the sound nor sensation you normally get when driving a Porsche. So it feels very odd, but in a good way. But you drive enough 911s in your life, and that sounds like a really snooty statement, but you just kind of know what they drive like, and all of a sudden this one's making V8 sound and torque. It's nuts. We're heading down to the largest Porsche gathering in what can only be described as probably a Porsche purist's nightmare. An extraordinarily high mileage, 249,000 miles, and a V8 in the back. These guys are gonna flip out. I hope we can get into the show. We just found out that registration is closed. But I mean, who wouldn't want this specimen in the show?
Have you met Porsche people?
Yes, that's true. They're all gonna be very upset about the stitching and the dirtiness of the car because I deliberately did not clean it.
Yeah. The impression I get from the passenger seat is this is what a C5Z06 would be like if GM knew how to build an interior. The interior is worn, but it is not like falling apart. Like, sure, the shift knob has seen better days.
That's 250,000 miles of this.
I'll do that again real quick. Oh yeah. The headliner's not falling down. Nothing is rattling in here.
And it's got so many miles.
Yeah,
I mean, there were two more Porsches. They're leaving. They're going the opposite direction. That's not a good sign.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
They got turned away.
Oh, they got turned away, and they were two like 997 turbos.
They got turned away for not having the factory lug nuts.
Yeah, and then this mutt is going to show up, and they're going to. Oh my gosh. The sound though is funny. I mean, it's not too bad on the highway, but when you let off, you get the. It doesn't. I don't think the mic's going to pick it up. It's not quite the normal crackle or stuff like that. It just sounds like somebody's knocking on the trunk. Fascinating thing is, you might think, like, normal logic is, well, you put a big V8 in the back, it's going to be so much heavier and make it all unwieldy. I believe the LS1 or 2 is lighter than the factory flat 6 that are in these. Either way, let's see what trouble we can get into at this Porsche show. All right, trying to go in now. Oh, we get waved in. Yes, we made it. Second floor? So, just going up?
Yep.
All right, thank you. So far, so good. I'm trying not to make V8 noise until we get further up there. Okay, cool, thank you.
Yep. Oh, day one, they haven't realized.
We've successfully infiltrated.
Look at all of these.
Should we park like right here?
We should find another silver
down.
996.
Well, there are a lot of Porsches, I will give them that. See, this guy's like really cleaning his car.
There are a lot of Porsches at the Porsche meet.
Here's where the no power steering really comes in though.
Arm day, bro.
Okay.
Oh, third time's a charm. Driver's ed was a tough time for young Elliott.
No, it wasn't. I didn't have a Porsche with no power steering. Okay, here's where we might get kicked out of the show. Anybody looking?
I need a box with that attention I ordered.
Okay, so pins. Lift, does it will it prop? Yay!
Hey, wow.
Before we get copyright strikes here for this music, we're doing this to display the non-Porsche-ness of this. I mean,
LS2.
even has, you're right. Okay, so I misspoke in the intro.
Gosh.
Guys, if I was one number off. Anyway, let's go see some actual clean Porsches and then see if we can capture some people giving us poo-poo looks about this one. Jake, we've made it away from the music and into the special Porsche area. This,
Oh, yes.
that's awesome. Oh, look, a GT4 RS in purple. They have a special Porsche name for this, but this is fantastic. Look at this. And I gotta show you my favorite part about these cars. So Caymans have little rear quarter windows, not the Cayman GT4 RS. It has these carbon fiber scoops. And then over here, you can see where they actually lead in to the intake box. It is so cool. And then of course, you got the big wang. Oh, that is a cool car in a fantastic spec. I love that. And look at this, highly original 914. The redheaded stepchild of Porsche enthusiasts. Now, it gets to be on the special floor. Period correct BBSs on a Targa. And then some more modern stuff. There's another 911 turbo with BBS. And something I thought was just a Corvette guy thing. Lawn chairs at a Porsche show. Mind you, we are in a borderline air-conditioned parking garage. It's enclosed. It's kind of interesting. This gentleman has a Porsche wheel made out of wood on display.
Wood Fuchs.
Wood Fuchs. I haven't seen that. You know, this is new to me. I don't think I've ever been to an all Porsche show. Really some good stuff here, but the interesting cars are over here. This is a Safari 911, so much so that it has even been written on the side. But just look at this thing. This has been really popular lately, lifting Porsches so that they're mildly capable off-road. So much so that Porsche themselves have now released a lifted 911 called the Dakar. Well, I guess they're taking a little bit of spirit from the aftermarket, and this is one of the first of these retro rally builds. It's pretty cool. Of course, we have our friend Jay's air-cooled 911. We have Euroasian Bob's air-cooled 911. Oh, that's a good plate. Get it, guys? Creamsicle.
It's got super traps.
It does have super trap exhaust. This one drew my eyes because it's got a cage and racing seats. Look at that. Kirkies. Jake, let's take a look at this special boy over here because it gets its own spot. You know your 911's cool when you get to be the one to park like this. And this thing is wide. You can't tell from this angle? Well, look at this. Hugely wide. Look at those rear tires. This is nutty. Obviously, racing seats, fully caged. Man, the meat back here, I can't, like, this is my hand. And that's how much the fender flare is. I mean, that's crazy. What are these? They're huge. Jake, how wide are they?
In some sort of foreign 2961 R15, so 29.
29. They're 29.
What even with the centimeters?
I have no idea. Well, they are 29 wide. Oh, look, new GT3. See, we're up here. I like this section. What does WC turbo mean?
Water cooler?
The commenters, let me know what WC Turbo S means. Probably special. All of these are special, that's why they get to be up here. But we should go check and see if anybody's giving us the bad look about our Mutt 911 down there. So I think the problem right now is not enough people are looking at it because they don't know why there's just a dirty 996 here. So I'm gonna turn this thing around, go against the grain of all of these Porsches that are backed in. I'm gonna go nose in and pop the hood. And that way everybody can see the, the wrongness with this Porsche. So, one sec. Okay, so I literally just did that, popped it, perfect spot, and then a guy just comes up and he goes, hey, can you park that over there and back it in? Well, I mean, I guess what do you expect? You're bringing the Mutt Porsche to a purist show. We gotta get further away. What's the kindest way of saying, can you put that crap over there? I love it. All right, well, now I'm gonna do that. It's a much better spot. People are actually seeing it. I think nosing it in was the answer. And look, we have a moment of silence with no music. We're not gonna get DRC stricken.
You're in between all the cars and the alcohol.
Well, if people have enough alcohol, they might think they're seeing the wrong motor in this thing. Oh, like this guy's loving it. Heck yeah, this is actually working perfectly. I'm just glad we got in. It was not looking good. But All right, so I've made it to the quieter section away from the music slightly, and we've got some smattering of variety of Porsches here. Look at this, we've got an off-road Cayenne, like the actual off-roading mods on it. Looks awesome, I love the livery, and look at this, it's a diesel. Check this out, my favorite parts around the back. First of all, it's got like the Continental kit, which is pretty sweet. You got your jack and all this hardcore stuff, but if you look under here, he's got a sign that says, "Anybody want to buy my Jeep?" It's good humor. It's funny. I like that. It's not the only off-road Cayenne here, because my friend Joe bought his Cayenne Turbo, which has been lifted, and then he has it lifted up on the air suspension on top of that, so it's just comically like on stilts here. It looks almost hilarious. Like I could fit like my forearm almost underneath here. This thing is awesome. This one is a Turbo S, if I recall. And it's a monster. I've gotten to drive this thing a couple of times, and you might think with all the off-roady stuff that it'd be like not very fast, but well, it still is. This is the best of both worlds. You can go anywhere and go fast. Somebody also brought a Panamera Sport Turismo e-hybrid, which is like the coolest way to get one of these. This is like the wagon version, but look at the size of these brake calipers. First of all, big carbon ceramic brakes, but look, this is my hand, and it doesn't, like, it's huge. This is like over a foot of brake caliper. It is the biggest brake caliper I've ever seen on any car, and it's on a really fast wagon. I like that. Now, coming up here, we actually ended up getting entered into the event, even though the registration was closed. I don't really know how that works, but they're having a Hot Wheels downhill race. If you win, you get to go to the Porsche Experience Center. That would be pretty cool. I'd almost feel bad if I won, but either way, I think it's gonna be really fun to throw some Hot Wheels down the tracks.
Come on, Caddy! Yeah!
Bob wins the first one. Okay, it's Jake and I's turn, and we have to hand our cars over unopened to the officials. I am number 180. It is a white Trans Am. I'm going to see if we can film it down here. Okay, there's us. We're 180. We're that one. 3, 2, 1. Oh. That's it. That's a second place. Did you win? Yeah, so I got a little secret up my sleeve. A friend left early and gave me his car and his number. So second entry, I mean, it's twice as many chances to win. Okay, second entry place. Let's see how I do this time. We are right there in the center. Oh no. Come on, Mustang. Lost again. Oh well, still pretty fun. Successful Porsche event, Jake. We successfully infiltrated the place.
Yeah.
We got a lot of people giving us the good disgusted looks. Sorry, I'm fighting the no power steering thing right now. It was great. We got asked to move. It's everything we wanted to do.
We didn't get asked to leave.
we didn't get asked to leave. We got asked to move to a more unsightly area.
Yeah.
Which is fine.
And they wanted us to back in, you know, to hide our shame.
Yeah, but
we weren't
going to. I did go against the rules on that one. Now we get to thunder on out of here, get back on the road. Now we get to make Corvette noises through downtown Wichita. God, this thing is, it's fast. It's just so un-911 like power delivery.
Yeah. That
you're like, because you're looking, you're sitting, you're in a 911, and then that happens. So you're just like, your body is like being like, what is happening? But man, what a hoot. I get my haircut right there.
Cool.
Shout out
Planet Hair.
Shout out Hannah at Planet Hair. Brief tunnel. We can make a little bit of a thunder. Ready? Goodness. That is so awesome. Okay, well, let's head back to the studio.
Good car.
Well, that was a ton of fun and a little bit out of the ordinary, but it is in my trolley nature to take a dirty Corvette-powered 911 to a Porsche Purists event. It was so fun catching the people giving it looks and being baffled as to A, why it was there, and then their confused looks once they saw what was powering it. Also, the Hot Wheels thing was pretty fun. Anyway, it was really fun getting to hang out with Jake and some of the other guys who were there. Huge shout out to 100% Jake. Check out his channel if you haven't before. I'll have a link in the description below. But that's going to do it for this video. Be sure to follow me on all of my various social medias that are scrolling across below. Follow me on Instagram. I post little previews of episodes there. Follow me on Facebook. Join my Facebook group. It's a fun place to share memes, and I'm usually in there interacting in the comments. Other than that, I will see you guys on the next video. Look at this plate. Cordless, and yet he's blocking a charger. That's a funny move. Have a plate about how proud you are about your car not being electric, and then block an electric charger. Stick it to him.